What's going on out there in YouTube land? I'm Walter Jones, and I'm jonesing for Huck's A to Z movie challenge. That's right, the Huckster. You asked me to bring it, so I'm bringing it. So I expect you to bring it to my only take 10 criterion challenge. Without further ado, I am going to roll out my list. A lot of my movies I have in sleeves, so I don't have the things to show like, oh, this is the one, this is the next one, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to just give you a list, and maybe I'll insert some footage in between them, and maybe not, I don't know. So go with the 0 through 9. My first choice is The 400 Blows. I just watched it recently. It's a great film. French cinema, just outstanding. A, the original, All Quiet on the Western Front. What a phenomenal film from back in the day. I loved it to pieces. I've watched it multiple times. I've had it on VHS, DVD. Is that it? Do I just have it on DVD? No, I have it on Blu-ray. So that should get a 4K soon, I'm hoping. For B, Battle Royale, the original. I don't think there was a remake, but whatever. The original. That was the one. That was excellent, excellent film. The second one was okay as well, but I'm talking about the first one, the original. I get paid $1 every time I say the word original in this video, so I'll be waiting for that check. C, Creature from the Black Lagoon, because you know what? The creature doesn't get enough love. All right, everyone's like, Frankenstein, 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 man. Creature, man. Except for the third one, he's wearing a suit. It's weird. He walked among them. That's what happened. But so I guess he had to fit in by wearing a suit. It was a weird movie. I'm talking about the original Creature. Boom. D, The Dunwich Horror. I talk about this way more than I probably should. Sandra Dee, Dean Stockwell, 1970 horror. Roger Corman AIP picture. Loosely based off The Dunwich Horror by H.P. Lovecraft. I love it. I got a thing for Sandra Dee. And Dean Stockwell's he does good work in there as well. I think, is it Mia Coppola's in it? Like uncredited as well? She's like, I think the nurse. So check that out if you haven't checked it out. Yeah. E. This one's easy. Evil Dead, but it's the Groovy collection. So it's Evil Dead 2, Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, 2, and 3. It's a great box set. So if you haven't got it, check it out. They didn't put Army of Darkness in there, but that was just released on a 4K and 4K Steelbook. So still waiting for that Steelbook to come in Amazon. Yes. Next, F, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I watch it all the time. Well, I don't watch it all the time now, but I used to watch it like all the time. So Fear and Loathing, that gets the F spot. Can't live without that. G, Galaxy Quest. It's an underrated sci-fi comedy, period. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, the guy who played Monk, who's Tech Sergeant Chen. It's good. Everyone does great work in that. I'm going to keep going. H, Howl's Moving Castle. What a great anime. It's really just, you know, with that, my wife puts that movie on and I hop in the room, I'm like, oh, I'm going to sit down and watch this. Every time I've seen it like 6, 8, 10 times. I don't know, man, but it's a great anime. And it's probably one of the only animes I have on here, if not the only anime now that I'm looking at my list. I, In the Mouth of Madness. Again, underrated classic, doesn't get talked about enough. John Carpenter, to me, probably one of his best films. Next to, you know, The Thing, of course, right? Everyone says The Thing, but, you know, it's close up there, right? Close up there. So, J. Now everyone's going to be like, oh, he's a horror fanatic. It's going to be Jaws. It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's Jaws 2. Hot take, I like Jaws 2 more than I like the original Jaws. Said it. Fight me. Just kidding. You're just going to hit your monitor. It's going to break. You're going to be pissed. Don't do that. Jaws 2. I liked it. Okay? I liked it a lot. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Yeah, it's great. Jaws 2. K. Kung Fu Hustle. Don't have a lot of martial arts on here. Probably the only one. Seriously, it's great. It's a funny movie. Almost Scooby-Doo-like in sections. Moving on. And this is probably my cheat, I think. And that it would be L, and that'd be the Lord of the Rings franchise. And I'm referring to the first three and the second three. And I'm not talking about the Rings of Power because I haven't seen it. But yeah, great movies. Extended feature. I think I saw the first three in the theater. So that was pretty amazing. Moving on, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Another underrated class. Well, it's not underrated. It's a classic. That's out on 4K. Probably get that eventually. Or maybe it's Life of Brian. I take that back. One of those. Anyways, moving on. Noise is Off. I think I have just a DVD version. I don't know if that ever came out to 4K or even Blu-ray at this point. Yeah, it's a great comedy. It's a Michael Caine, Carol Burnett, John Ritter. I can't. Christopher Reeves is in this thing. Okay, like this was, high comedy, man. It was. I love it. I love it. Noise is Off for in. Oh, Old Boy. I almost said it right there, just without the letter there. Old Boy. Park Chan Wook, I believe. The trilogy series, which involves also Lady Vengeance and Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, but I'm talking specifically about Old Boy. Great film. Twists and turns. It really messed up. I mean, if you haven't seen it and going in blind, it's messed up. Just telling you now. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And it's my favorite, probably only Thanksgiving movie out there. That's coming out this Thanksgiving around in 4K finally. We'll probably be picking that up, even though I have, the Steelbook on Blu-ray and the original DVD. And yeah, I've dipped a lot. And that's probably a quad dip at this point. Where am I? Q. Now, Q was interesting. I was like, well, I'm probably going to maybe Quicken the Dead. Then I'm like, wait a minute. The Quiet Man. Yep, John Wayne film. I don't think it's a cowboy. It's been a while since and the only reason I know about this film is because it was the film that George Romero watched right before he passed away. And I said, well, I have to watch this now. Because, fun fact, I actually got to meet George Romero. Not at a convention setting. Almost a convention setting, but it wasn't. Story for another day. Comment down below if you want to hear that story. Yeah, The Quiet Man. It's good. It's a good movie. I liked it. Where am I? R. Yep. Disney's Robin Hood. Besides The Lion King, it's my favorite Disney animated story. I loved it. Love Robin Hood. I'll put it on, I'll watch it. It's like I'm a kid again. That thing came out in the 50s, so I wasn't even born. But yeah, Disney's Robin Hood. Excellent, excellent film. S. Not one you've heard of. Can't remember the director's name. And it's called Songs from the Second Floor. Go check it out. I think you could probably buy a Region B DVD of that. Not for it's probably not going to break the bank. If you want to find it in Region A, you're gonna have some troubles. I love it. It's a director who takes people that aren't actors, basically, and puts them in these like insanely meticulously set up shots. It's just weird, and I like my weird, and that's weird. Comment down below if you have watched Songs from the Second Floor. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a lot of you that have seen it. There's two other movies that are in the same vein as that. It's like a trilogy kind of thing, but that one's, in my personal opinion, the best. T. Of course it's going to be John Carpenter's The Thing. Of course it's going to be The Thing. Okay. Moving on. U. And that would be Disney's Up. So I guess I do have, that's the third cartoon? Yeah. Hey, not too shabby. I loved Up. If you didn't weep a little bit, or at least one solitary man tear came down your furrowed brow, then you're probably a robot. And why are you even watching this? Unless you're trying to figure out the algorithm of YouTube. But besides that, moving on. V. The Void. Great creature, practical effects. Interesting film, interesting premise. I loved it. It was great. Watched it, loved it. It's cool. The Void. V. W. What About Bob? Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss. I can't think of the wife's name. And yeah, it's baby steps till 4 o'clock. You'll never make the 6. My favorite quote, which is ridiculous at the beginning. I mean, no one knows that one. Just tons of just moment after moment after moment in that film. Loved it. I can watch What About Bob 1,000 years every day. It's great. X-Men. I couldn't really pick anything else because I haven't seen too many X-titled movies. So, and I'm talking about the original X-Men that came out in 2000 that, to me, really kicked off the superhero craze that we're just inundated year after year, film after film. Don't get me started on that. I'm going to move on now. Why? Young Frankenstein, okay? Mel Brooks. Come on, man. I mean, you know, Gene Wilder, and man, I can't think of the female lead in that film. Gene Wilder, though. I mean, come on, it's Gene Wilder, right? Z, last one. Here we go. One and done. And that is Fulci's Zombie, which I just watched on 4K. Amazing, amazing film. Shark versus zombie. Probably one of the famous eye gouge scenes in a horror film, at least in my opinion. It ticked all the boxes as a horror fan. So there you have it. Huck's A to Z movie challenge. Huck, I did it. Now, only take I always mess up. Only take 10 criterion challenge. I expect to see that video soon, my boy. All right, you guys take it easy. Thanks for sticking around. Got a bunch of pickup videos. Like, subscribe, comment down below. You know the drill. Hopefully get another Down and Dirty movie review out here pretty soon with some footage spliced in. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. It seems to kind of like people are checking it out, even though it's I got stuff going on in there with reflections off the TV. But you know, whatever, man. I'm just trying it out for the first time. So thanks for checking it out, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to do Huck's A to Z movie challenge, I implore you to. It's a fun challenge. It was interesting to go through my stuff and trying to figure out what I would put on this list. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll try and remember to link put his original link down below. Huck's Pop Culture Cafe, I believe, is the channel. I'll put the video down. You can go to that. You subscribe. Do that. Do all that. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to me. Comment on his. Comment on mine. Like these videos. You know, help me out here. Appreciate it. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you guys real soon. All right.